Okay, Jamie, hi. Sorry, no. Chris.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
I'm
you,
Jamie.
Jamie. Hi, welcome.
Really happy we finally get to sit down.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very looking forward to it.
Yeah, I believe we have a very solid ground for making this work. So shall we look at the items that we have to go through and get straight to business?
Sure.
So that we can maybe go and have a glass of wine very quickly.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand, of course, the first thing is that we are discussing acquisition, and let's just get the easier part out of the way, which is the price for acquiring the asset. Because I believe the most valuable is actually you guys, it's the people.
Yeah.
Those of the five of you who created this business and have given it all the life and value. So I actually believe that this asset is we could settle at a reasonable price. What about, let's say, $600,000?
$600,000.
Yeah, dollars, of course, U.S. dollars.
Okay. I understand that your kindness to close this deal, but the fact is that we actually invested $1.5 million to build up the asset and open and keep the offices around.
Yeah, I understand.
And after 15 years of operation, I think we worth more than that. How about 1.5 million?
I actually think even 1.5 million is not a fair value of the business, but knowing that we are actually going into this together, we're not just buying this off your hand so that you go somewhere else. We're actually talking about paying some value, hopefully a reasonable value for the asset, and then having all of you guys actually join our larger platform and excel together. So I really think in light of our long-term relationship together, we shouldn't be too bothered by the asset acquisition.
Okay, sure. We also very appreciate our long-term relationship after the acquisition. So how about we negotiate for a 5-year contract, and in exchange we can accept a low price at $900,000.
I see. Well, to me, I actually agree with what you said because it is supposed to be a long-term relationship. That's why I believe a longer-term contract actually will both make you guys feel stable and secure, and also make us feel you are in this together with us for the longer run. Normally, I think that could be a good trade-off. So let's say we conclude the asset acquisition price at $900,000.
Great.
And in exchange, we grant you the 5-year contract. I would actually go to 5 plus X, because even beyond 5 years, we would love for you guys to stay on board and we keep developing the business together, right? And there's one small point here, which is the longer time we work together, the more we actually grow together and create value for each other. How about we go for the 5-year contract, but if at the end of the 5 years our extra X years of offer doesn't really happen, we would like to have the maximum non-compete clause duration, because that also gives us the peace of mind that you are not going to grow significantly with us together for the next 5 years and the next day you just go somewhere nearby and become a competitor. I totally believe you won't, but that's the kind of safety net we would need.
We want to make sure before it happens. Okay, I understand your concerns that I will start another small practice. Given that we have already 5 year of contract and another 2 years maximum of non-compete.
Yeah.
It's a very long time commitment.
Yes.
So how about we physicians, we get a high salary at 230,000 a year. Things we can have only is a high compensation. We can just compensate for the non-compete cost.
I see. Yes, 2030, the 230,000 is a bit on the high side for us. In fact, I would say it's the highest level of salary we offer to any physician in our group.
Wow.
But I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to
Great.
make it work because we are going to work together for the long term.
Great.
So that I want you, I respect you, and I want you to feel you are valued. So that's something I'm willing to do all my work to offer you.
Yeah, we are making real progresses.
Yes. Coming up, I think there is one thing I'd like us to look at a bit differently. There is obviously the discussion on who gets the control.
Yes.
Over operations, because I fully understand and I respect that when the 5 of you decided to create your own practice, it was exactly for the reason of being able to take charge of staffing and all the daily operations management. I actually think the control should not be limited to the existing operations. Actually, if we look at how we are going to work together in the next 5 years, at the very beginning, if we start tomorrow, it's of course going to be about today's operations. But going forward, we're actually going to look into new locations and new businesses together. And I think we can actually talk about who gets the control that's most valuable or most efficient for what different types of business. I believe for the existing operations, everything has been more or less figured out, and given our resources, we can only make it more efficient without breaking any existing working rules. So I think we can actually, if you allow, we can actually take full control, but allowing you obviously to always speak up if you say something.
I respect that you will have full control of the operation. The reason is that because we have 15 years of operation history. Most of the working flows are quite mature.
I think it's excellent.
Yeah. And
so we'll just keep it working and add our element to make sure it's more efficient and it's even put to even better use.
Okay. I believe you have a very sophisticated EMR system and relationships with insurance companies, which can further improve our facilitate our operation efficiency. Okay, how about in addition to this, we physicians, we are very excited to launch some of your innovative services in other places and to launch your product in our local market.
Excellent.
To our existing customers, and we'd like to take control of those new businesses. I think that would be of our mutual
I think that
interest.
makes a lot of sense because we know for existing well-run businesses, it's actually more important to run a tight ship.
Yes.
But for new businesses where you get to have more room for creativity, you and with all the experience you have in creating such new practices, I think if we allow you to have more room, you can actually do better, and it's better for our joint business.
Great.
So no problem. So on today's operations,